Hey guys, today I will be telling y'all my 15 and pregnant story with all my family against me. I remember it was about to be the end of the summer when we were about to leave to North Carolina because my mom was down there and we were living down here in Georgia with my grandma. So I will tell y'all the story about me not being with my mom in another video if y'all are interested in it. I remember we were leaving down there and we lived in like this house because in North Carolina is like more of a country place, you know. So I remember like the house was like really big and it had like a big backyard. So we went to go see about my school and everything, you know. I was like, oh, you know, this year I want to take track. So I remember like, you know, I started running and I remember my mom worked at this restaurant. She was like, because they needed like a bus boy. So I was like, yeah, I'll go work. And I remember going to work and like I will have like a lot of stomach pain. But I was just like, oh, you know, I guess my period is coming or things like that. But my period was like not a regular period. My period will last for like 3 days or less. Like, I don't know, it was really weird. It would skip months or things like that. So I was just like, I guess in my period. I remember working and working and the pain keep on like, the pain was coming worse. It was just like, it didn't stop. I remember taking an Advil, I remember taking Tylenol, I remember taking like a lot of things for the pain. It came to where we went to lunch break. I was eating and like, I was like, you know, I was eating perfectly fine. And then next thing you know, like, I feel like really nauseated. Like, I just like ran to the bathroom and I threw up. I was like, I guess I'm getting like a stomach virus or something like that, you know? I didn't really put much attention, so I remember eating again. And then next thing you know, I run outside because I was like in the back part of the restaurant. And I threw up again, and my mom was like, are you sure you're not pregnant? I was like, no, I don't think I'm pregnant. And she was like, are you sure you don't want to take like a pregnancy test or you don't want to go buy one? And I was like, at first I was like, no, because like, you know, I don't need one. I know I'm not pregnant, or I don't think I'm pregnant. So I was like, well, yeah, let's go get it, you know, for me to be, you know, 100% sure that I'm not pregnant. So I take the test and it came out positive. Everybody was like literally waiting outside. I remember being in the bathroom like right here and the kitchen was like across. Everybody was like literally waiting for me to come out the bathroom. So I come out of the bathroom like, you know, nervous, like shaking. They're like, what is it? And I'm like, I am pregnant. And they're like, we don't believe you. I was like, I am. Here's the test. I remember everybody was passing the test around and they just like nodded their head like, no. I just like literally stared at everybody and everybody was like, at first they were like, they didn't like get it at the time, I guess, because they were like, she is actually, you know, pregnant. So my sister was pregnant at the time too. So everybody was like really happy that my sister was pregnant because I'm the youngest one with my grandma and my uncle. So they were like happy about her that she was pregnant, you know. So I remember like everybody just like getting against me, like telling me like, you know, no, you're so young, how, and things like that. But I was like always like, you know, no, I'm gonna have my child. No, I'm going to keep my son or daughter. And all my family were like coming to the point where they were like, you're gonna have an abortion. You're gonna do it because you're under our household and things like that. And like when I found out I was pregnant right away, of course, I told his dad, the dad of the baby. He was like, he didn't believe me, I guess. I really don't remember much about it, but I guess he like didn't believe it until like I showed him and I went to the doctor and I got an ultrasound. And like he was, I guess, not happy because we weren't together no more. So I remember like he wasn't basically part of none of my pregnancy. He wasn't there at all. He didn't help me at all with the doctor. He didn't help me at all with nothing. So I was just like, well, you know, I was down about that. In the beginning, I was like, well, what am I gonna do if he's not gonna be here to help me to, you know, be there with me? Plus all my family pressuring me to, you know, have an abortion. I was just like basically getting treated like a puppet. Like, you know, them bossing me around, you know, them making fun of, you know, me being pregnant. So what, so what? It was just coming to the point where I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever y'all want. I'm gonna do whatever y'all want me to do. And so deep inside of me, I was like, I'm not gonna do this because it's not the baby's fault. I remember being like, it's not my baby's fault. It's not the baby's fault that I'm pregnant. It's just not. So I remember, like, you know, always crying throughout the night, always, you know, being sad and depressed about it because I was like, I know I'm not gonna do it and I'm not gonna do it. I remember one day, like, going to school, they checked me out and they were like, we're going to your abortion. And I was like, what do you mean? And like, they had everything scheduled, they had everything planned for me to go have the abortion. I was just like, I'm not getting down this car because I'm not gonna do it. I was like, how is it possible that y'all are part of my sister's pregnancy and not mine? They were like, yeah, but she's older and you're younger. Remind you that my sister is like a year older than me. I was like, what's the whole point? I was like, I'm not gonna do it. And they're like, you have to do it because how are you gonna do it? You're a kid raising another kid. I was like, well, y'all don't have to be part of it. I'm gonna do it however I can, however, you know, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do this. I remember not getting down the car. I was just like, I'm not. So it kept getting closer and closer to my pregnancy. I went to school until like a month before my, you know, my due date. They didn't do me a baby shower. They didn't do me like, you know, nothing special for me, for my son, nothing. My uncle would like help me on in there with like, you know, little clothes, things like that. My grandma too. Well, they kind of accepted that, you know, my choice, what I wanted to do. So it kept on getting closer and closer to my pregnancy and things like that. I guess they kind of accepted that, you know, I was gonna keep my kid. I was gonna, you know, do everything possible for me to, you know, keep my child healthy, keep him, you know, good with me, do everything for him. So they accepted it. And I remember, like, throughout my pregnancy, it was like one of the worst pregnancy that I could have never imagined. With now my second one, it was better and good because now I'm with his dad. But like with him, it was just the horrible thing I could ever imagine for anybody to go through. Cause I remember throughout the beginning of my pregnancy, for nobody to find out at school, I would like suck my stomach in. I would like hide it, wear like big shirts, wear a big jacket because my grandma and my family didn't want nobody to find out. I remember being so happy throughout my whole pregnancy. You know, me taking pictures with my belly, and then I remember one time I came up to my grandma. I was like, look, grandma, I took a pretty pregnancy test with, like, you know, my dress and showing my big belly and things like that. And she was like, you better not post that. You better not tell nobody you're pregnant. You better this and this and that. I remember being so mad and so disappointed. I was like, why? Like, why can't y'all be happy with me being pregnant, me being myself, me happy because I'm gonna have someone there with me? They weren't really, like, until it got closer to my pregnancy where I was about to be due and things like that, to where they accepted it. But like, it was like one of the worst pregnancy I could ever imagine or ever want to go through that, because the dad wasn't involved at all. I guess he didn't really accept it or didn't believe me at all that I was pregnant by him, that he was the father. It was just like, I guess he didn't care, and everybody would say that I was basically, a hoe. Because how is it possible that I told him so? Well, I found out I was pregnant until like almost like 2 months or one. They're like, how are you gonna be telling him so late in your pregnancy? You've been down there for I don't know how long. They were just like talking like mad things about me. So I was just like, I honestly don't care. If he does or if he doesn't want to be there for me, I'm gonna do everything that I can for my child to have whatever he has, for him to be happy, for him to have anything that he needs and wants in this life. So I was just like, no, I'm not gonna let this go like this. I'm gonna do anything that's possible for my child and myself. And so I did. And now I see him and I'm happy. I thank God for the decision that I did. I thank God for giving me the strength for me to be a better mother for him. And I did it. I really am the happiest mom. I wouldn't ask for a better child than what I have with him, because I love him. Everything I did was for him. And if y'all want to, I could do a video of my experience being a single mom with him. Just leave in the comments below. And please like, share, and subscribe. And if y'all want to be part of my new videos and new things that I will be bringing for y'all, please comment in the description below. And if y'all would like for me to do like, little blogs or things, or y'all would like to meet my son, let me know. Thank you guys, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Bye.